Hello and welcome back to Delusional Bitch Juice. I'm your host, Chloe.
And I'm your host, Heather.
And today we have so much to sip on. There are so many topics we have talked about.
We haven't talked yet.
No, but we're going to talk about.
We are going to talk about Taylor Swift's being subpoenaed, which is like fucking crazy.
Yes, we're going to talk about Taylor Swift.
We have a lot of reality recaps.
We have a lot of well, and we also will come up with a many beautiful, brilliant things. That's
Yes.
just foreshadowing.
That's foreshadowing. And also, like, are we going to be wearing skinny jeans again this summer?
Oh, well,
Who knows? Who fucking knows? But let's get into it. Okay. I still have your cup here, by the way. Your smiley face cup.
And I will get it next week, I promise. I just could not be there in person today, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
St. Louis owes me 2 new tires. Yeah, that's
Wait,
why I will
is
have
that why you were about to have a mental breakdown?
literally why I'm probably gonna have my third mental breakdown of the week, and it's only Tuesday.
Wait, did you have one Sunday, one yesterday, and one today? Or did you have all three on?
I'm going for a record since Friday, so maybe I'm more 3. How many days has it been? And that tells you where I'm at. But anyways, today or yesterday at work,
I just had deja vu. I'm having deja vu of deja vu.
probably because this has happened before, because I don't know a single person now in St. Louis, including myself, who hasn't popped a damn tire on the potholes that exist here.
The potholes could eat children. Like,
Literally. They're sinkholes. They should be classified as sinkholes. Popped a tire completely, like, oh my God, couldn't even. There was nothing there.
wait,
But
really? Just like obliterated it.
I hit a pot. So it was on I-70 or yeah, 170, I-70.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
Either or, pulled over. No, where it was, of course, the worst spot ever. I was right up against the shoulder. There was nowhere else to go.
Oh,
Wasn't even it was right off an exit. Oh my God. Oh my God. But we changed the tire. We can do hard things.
well, don't you work for the state anyway? So maybe the state
No, literally.
can reimburse.
Hey, can I specifically like put my tax dollars that I pay into?
Right. I'm actually already paying this, so
Let me put it there, please. Yeah, I, I have many a bone to pick with the potholes of St. Louis.
as many people probably do. And it's funny because they like fill them once a year, like right before the spring. And it's like, why are you doing it now? Because it's just gonna like, the issue is that we go from hot to cold and hot to cold so many times. It's like they need to come up with a better solution for filling potholes.
You're such a weatherman right now.
Oh my God, it's a weather
Are
podcast.
you a meteorologist? No, but I absolutely agree. They need to figure out a different way to fucking fill these potholes. Or there needs to be like some sort of program, like
Program.
like
Pothole program.
where like if I could point out the potholes that I hit every single day that likely caused my tire to blow, I should be able to get a new tire for
Stop
free.
it. Do we have $1 million idea? Okay, so you know how like on Waze and like Google Maps you can report like a speed trap?
You should be able to report like ridiculous potholes because that would save
Yes.
a lot of people.
Yeah, you should be like, I just put my tire on this pothole, watch out. And then maybe it could like connect to the state somehow. And then they could be like, okay, we obviously need to fill this one. This one's a priority versus the tiny one over here.
Yes, like a true on the ground reporting of everyday users of hitting these potholes. That is data that needs to be collected.
I actually know someone who does that. It's the guy on Instagram that does works roads in America. Have you seen him? Tony? Yeah, he's one of our friends, but
That is hilarious. Oh,
he actually has a video of someone stealing his car while he was standing right by it and then like running over him with it because anyway, Maybe I'll post the link. Shout out Tony. But
That's hilarious.
no,
So,
literally
yeah,
worst roads in America. And I'm sorry about your tires.
yeah. So blame my tires, blame the potholes of St. Louis for the reason why we can't be in person this week.
Boo.
But I am glad that I get to see your cute hair through the.
Thank you. Yes. So I've been really, really trying hard to commit to the heatless curlers.
Yeah, I saw your post.
Yeah, I know. I came back from the TikTok grave. Every now and then I'll get a little, I'll go through a little phase where I'm posting on TikTok like every day, and then you won't see me for 3 months.
Not me posting twice this week for the first time in a week. I
Oh, literally. And I think I need to actually start doing more DIY stuff on TikTok because my top like watched and liked video is me building that projector screen out of PVC pipe.
oh, absolutely. You're
And then my next one was putting up curtains.
yeah, because they want to see our lives. We
Well, nobody cares about my makeup routine or what I'm wearing or like the girly things.
no, because they like us at our raw right now, right here.
I know. And my third best one, my third most viewed was me eating that disgusting sourdough pancake that I made.
Uh, see, they love to watch us in pain as well.
Well, I'm also like, I look really shitty. I'm like, hair's not brushed. I have my hood up, no makeup, and I'm like eating this like gross sourdough pancake.
Please
Maybe that's what it is.
no.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm really trying to commit. I did find that since my hair is so long that I had the like little one before,
Yeah,
which actually might work on you. Maybe I'll give it to you. You're like, I'm just reaping all the benefits from my
I,
year of shopping addiction. Like I see like hair products and lip products. I am like weak too. If it's a new, I'm like, I'm buying it. I don't even
yeah.
care if I have $10 in my bank account, that $10 is going towards that new lip gloss. Okay. Anyway,
Oh my God, I love it.
yeah. And I'm also trying to bring back the side part.
I'm really digging it on you.
Thank you. I noticed that Madison on Southern Charm was rocking a side part the whole season. So
Yes, she's getting more volume in her hair out of it, and I am a big fan.
yes,
I
yes.
think back, I think we realized that middle parts, unless you have a certain hair texture, which shout out me, unfortunately, I have that hair texture.
Whatever.
It,
I like your hair.
it depends on like it looks one completely different way if it's this way, if it's parted the other way. But we realize that most folks out there do not have a lot of hair texture. And when you part your hair down the middle, you get no volume whatsoever. It does no one any favors.
No, it really doesn't. And I don't know how like I guess just like genetically, I'm not sure how I've got so much volume recently. Even my hairdresser will say she's like, you're because my hair used to be so fucking thin. I mean, I also like bleached it. I was like one of those trashy bleach blonde bitches, like to the point where like my hair was this short because we kept having to cut it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was because I have what they call, like, I can see yellow in any blonde, you know what I mean? So I was literally gray. I was like, "It's still too yellow."
Yeah.
So
No, I
I had to condition myself to, like, be like, "Honey blonde is okay." And then my hair kept growing, and then, yeah, here we are.
no, but it looks super cute and I'm digging it. I really do hope
Thank
that.
you.
I hope the kids give up the flat middle part.
Yes, yes. Speaking of, actually, that's a good segue into what also is coming back from the early 2000s, the skinny jeans.
Which I'm so happy to report because that means I don't have to go out and buy new pants.
What do you mean? You have skinny jeans?
Yes, here's my
I got rid of all of mine.
no, but here's the thing. We have to remember what Chloe is. Chloe is a saver and a holder. And she's
Yes,
her
yes.
mother. And so I fluctuate sizes so many times we just hold on to everything. I've got a whole closet of but now they are probably literally considered vintage because 20 years is vintage, 2005 is vintage now.
Yeah. Where are they from? Where are they from?
Oh, I bet they're from the buckle.
The
I
buckle.
good,
Stop.
oh, like good American Eagle stretch jean. Oh, I know that.
Okay, I will say the one pair of skinny jeans I have still is is from American Eagle, the jegging like stretch dream fabric or whatever that they don't make anymore, which is trash. But and they're black. So I wear those suckers to work all the
Oh,
time.
black skinny jeans do not fall under the skinny jean. Like black jeans kind of exist, I feel like, in their own
Yeah.
world.
Because it's like a legging, but not. It's like a legging you can wear to work.
You know what I can't stand for it to come back in the skinny jean realm though?
What?
I really need us to not go back to the neon colored. They were like
Or
jeans, but not really jean material.
mm-hmm.
You
Even
know,
on top of that, the pastels too. Just colored jeans that aren't white, black, or gray. Let's just like not do it again.
I will hold green is a neutral.
Like army green?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I would do an army green again. Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of colored pants. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm a fan of colored pants, but I do not want neon skinny jeans to come back.
I mean, in a past life, I worked at American Eagle and I was a jean expert. That's what we called them. If you worked in the fitting room, you were a jean expert. You got a little pen and everything. Like, I know there's probably a lot of people out there that like relate with that, but I still have it. Little jean expert pen. Anyway, I remember we came like when all the colored jeans came out, and we on the weekends had to like we didn't have to, like, they didn't force us to, but, like, you were kinda, like, out of the loop if you didn't match all the rest of the employees. So we'd have, like, a colored jean day, and it would either be, like, neon or oh, my light died. Wait, hold, you can't even see me now.
So you are lightening up a little bit.
I am. Is it
No,
au is it automatically adjusting? Hold on, hold on. Oh,
a little bit.
hold on. Hold on, we can fix this.
We can fix this. So it's a good timing for me. Smoke break.
Wait, what do you mean it doesn't turn on when it's technology, man?
It works when it works, and it never works when I need it to.
No, literally.
There you go.
Okay, but what was I talking about?
Skinny jeans and
And
see.
colors. Yes. So I was forced to buy a pair of like acid wash, like neon pink.
Yeah.
jeans. And after that, I was like, never again. They looked so bad on me.
No, that's horrendous. And I fell victim to it. And I know that I don't want to bring it back because I remember how bad it looked.
Also, well, okay, I will support the comeback of the skinny jean, but we can't have holes. I'm not doing the holes way up that, like, the holes that are like right into the ass.
Oh God. No.
Like, your jeans are already so fucking tight. Like, why?
Yes, let's correct this. Can we tell all the children to remember? I like skinny jeans. Let's bring it back.
Yes.
Let's show some form again. Let's show some
Right,
show your body. That's fine. But
right.
let's bring back skin tight too small. Let's remember to get a size up.
Mm-hmm. Size up.
I
It's okay. The number doesn't matter. It's about how you look. I remember looking like a little
Busted
flat biscuit.
up
Yes, a biscuit. That was the term, busted biscuits.
Yes.
Especially when they had the
The
hole.
top over the top of it. Like
Yeah.
skinny, high-waisted jeans, bring them back. Skinny, low-waisted jeans, go to fucking hell.
Well, that's why everybody looked like a crack whore back then. That's because we had to be skinny enough so we wouldn't have a
That's smoking was so bad with the youth because everybody couldn't eat. They had to smoke cigarettes instead so they could fit into their skin tight.
Yeah, we're like, oh, my lunch is cigarettes and a Diet Coke because I gotta look good in my skinny jeans.
Nope.
Remember what
That's
that's
gonna
like the low rise with the
did when we
song?
were in high school. Good God.
What?
Imagine if vapes existed when we were in high school.
I mean, we smoke analog cigarettes.
But I would have been, oh my God. Anyways, Got the youth sends me back.
Anyways, let's not spiral into our addictive personalities. But
I haven't drank enough Delulu juice this week for that.
girl, but final thoughts on skinny jeans. I do appreciate that the girlies are trying to bring him back, like Alex Earl. She had a
Girls
really,
that love skinny jeans, yes.
yeah,
Girls that
she's
wear
been
skinny
walking
jeans.
to looks.
Yes, I'm into it. I am just worried for my own health because I'm gonna try to put myself back into skinny jeans that probably will be too tight.
Also, I don't like, you can't like, I'm gonna have to wait till fall or something, and then by then it's probably gonna be out of style. But I can't wear sandals with skinny jeans. It's just not. I hate when people wear flip flops with skinny jeans. Wait, do you do that?
No
Honey,
thing. I hate it too. Let me talk about this. This is me and my culture, okay? You are really hitting on that Midwest Southern Illinois like all they wear are skinny jeans, a t-shirt, and like a really nice Tory Burch sandal. That is going out. And I love it. It works. It works. But I'm also me, Chloe, I'm a barrel jeans with Adidas band tee that's cropped with an undershirt.
that's what I think I really liked about when like baggy jeans first came around. I was like mad about it. I was like, no, I look like a hobo. Like, what are we doing? And then I got used to it. I learned how to style them. What?
It was like, no, I have a good butt. I want it to show off. And you can't show it off in mom jeans. But then
Yes. But then I was like, oh, if I wear these baggy high waisted jeans, I can wear a tiny shirt.
I've
So
got tiny, or what is it? Tiny shirt, big pants.
tiny shirt, big pants. I'm all about that. So I guess now we're doing the reverse. So it's gonna be tight pants, big shirt.
Why not just wear leggings and a big tee?
Like with sneakers.
Mm.
That's giving like, I don't know why I just got a picture in my head, but that's making me think of like Fall Out Boy or like band guys, you know?
Yes. No. Oh, exactly.
Oh
You're
wait, are we gonna start doing the like major side part? Stop with the
listen,
long band
bring
tee.
it back. I had my side part from
Oh
probably
girl.
the other eyebrow at one point.
There are pictures where like my side part is literally over here, and then I have a bow clip. Remember those? To hold it over there.
Oh, did you ever fall victim to bump its?
But yes, and I saw those are coming back. I saw it on TikTok.
And hug poof, the little bang poof is coming back, and I'm like, y'all,
I
don't
saw
get
I saw a picture. Well, I saw a picture of Paige DeFarbo. She was on something I forgot, and she had the little like Jersey Shore like poof. It wasn't like crazy, but it was like definitely a poof. And I commented, I was like, not Paige with the bump it, and I got like so many likes on that comment. Everybody was like, stop it.
It's so true. Mm.
I'm just,
Bring
like, but I mean, I'll come back. I like the little baby ones because you didn't have to tease your hair.
exactly.
I'd be fine if the bumpets came back. I'd be fine with that.
Oh, kitty.
Let's see your cat. Show us your pussy. With that. Yeah.
Oh, good. Taking you out. I'm taking you out. Oh, girl.
Aw.
And don't come back in.
Stop. Poopa's sitting under me right now.
Aw.
Wait, where'd he go? I guess
Oh,
not. Poopa. But so are we a fan? Are we gonna try it? Like how are we
are
gonna
you try it, honey? Already
I
been
think
trying. I like here. I can be less embarrassed the times that I do pull out my skinny jeans because I don't feel like buying new clothes.
ah man. You know who can rock skinny jeans? Taylor Swift.
Oh, whenever you're 7 feet tall, you're allowed to do anything.
Right. And she honestly could use some like style advice. She's been doing better. I just haven't like loved her outfit
Lately or ever.
ever until recently.
I get that. I get that. Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
too
mean?
much money and too much opportunity to at least not work with someone to help curate her personal sense of style.
Which she does have a personal stylist. I just think they're afraid to tell her that doesn't look good.
Well, see, I can be all about, even if it doesn't look, like good to everyone else, you might think you like it. But then there's whole body styles, making sure that you're,
But
you know,
she's 7 foot tall and tiny. She could literally pull off anything.
and she'll wear her grandma sweaters till she dies
That's what she could do. She could wear a dark cross skinny jean
with a
cute little boot with a
like that.
grandma.
Uh,
Yes. See, but she's being subpoenaed. Did you know that?
Okay, this is where I'm confused about. Taylor Swift herself has been subpoenaed
Yes, in the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni case
by who? Which side?
by Justin Baldoni's side.
Ooh, okay, tell me details.
Yeah. So let me just back up really quick. So December 2024. So like 5 months ago, Blake Lively files a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment and orchestrating like a smear campaign against her. So the lawsuit included that like Justin tried to damage her career, blah blah blah.
This is the astroturfing accusations, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So then Baldoni like countersues for defamation and the personal or professional sabotage, which I didn't know was even a thing. And in his filing, he claims that Blake used her close friendship with Taylor and her husband Ryan to pressure him like behind the scenes to gain like power over the production, like using it as a power move.
And there was a text message.
Yes, so texts submitted in the case mention a meeting with Ryan and Taylor, and where Blake refers to her friends, like specifically Taylor, as her dragon, implying that they were gonna help her fight back. That is so cringy. I would just like if that ever came out and people found out like how fucking weird I was, I would just move. I would just like not. I would just be like, fine, here's your money, I'm out.
As Game of Thrones fan, I must say, even the deepest of fans do find this so cringy. That is
Just like, oh, like I'm not gonna. I could find the whole text, but I just know she mentions like, yeah, she was like, you don't know how many people I know, like blah blah blah. I'll stick my dragons on you, like
and isn't it funny? The people that always say, I've got a lot of people in my back pocket are the ones that are like, well, where are they?
right. Well, Taylor is just like totally like her lawyers are like, no. Because, like, she doesn't even do, like, interviews. She never speaks out about anything until, well, recently with the, political campaigns. But,
Mhm.
like, she doesn't, like,
She's not one to comment. And
she
so
avoids everything, right? Okay, so fast forward to April. So Baldoni's team subpoenas her law firm, demanding that communications between her and Ryan Reynolds and Blake all like be submitted to Baldoni's attorney for like, because you need evidence or you need like they need to know or what is it called? Discovery or something? I don't
yeah,
know.
they're in discovery. They need access to her phone
Yeah.
to see those messages.
So now we're in May. Swift's representative or her like law person, not her lawyer, like her legal representative, which I thought was a lawyer, but I guess it's different, confirmed with People magazine that she was, and Page Six, that she was personally subpoenaed as well, which means like you have to show up in court. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So her team responds by saying like Taylor has no involvement in the film and slams the subpoena as a stunt to gain tabloid attention. Well, yes, honey, it has gained attention. So now her law firm now her law firm is countersuing Baldoni's law firm to squash the subpoena, calling it abuse of legal process because she had zero involvement in helping produce the film, which fair.
See, here's the thing. I do think that the subpoena for the messages and all of that is completely valid.
Right.
That can be valid outside of your feelings about whether or not Taylor Swift should have to appear and speak on this. Now, Taylor Swift should have to appear and speak on this. If during discovery something comes up where it is at any point did you see in person or were told to send messages? Like if something it depends
Right.
what comes up in discovery. So for them to already be counter suing them, saying that you shouldn't be doing this, that piques Chloe's interest.
Right. So it's like, so
Because
Blake sued Baldoni. Baldoni sued Blake, countersued Blake, and then subpoenaed Taylor Swift, and now Taylor Swift is countersuing Baldoni. How is this
they
all part of the same case? Like, I'm just so confused. And yeah, but obviously, like, Blake and Ryan Reynolds are in favor of the motion, calling the subpoena harassment, which I don't think any subpoena, yeah, if you're in discovery, regardless of who you are, I don't think that's harassment.
no, and anybody that then cites, and here's the thing, you could say, oh, with any other case,
Mhm.
this you did this for attention. Honey, anything that comes with this at this point is going to come with attention. Doesn't mean that they're doing it for attention. It's just an added benefit.
You're fucking Taylor Swift. Of course, people are gonna be like, "This is a PR stunt." Like, like you're gonna get attention from this solely based off who you are, and like,
A lot of other people were likely subpoenaed during the discovery. All
and
of the people that we're talking about, though, is Taylor Swift because
right.
originally the message that Blake sent and she has copped to sending was so ridiculous, which referenced Taylor Swift. So let's all
Well,
remember why we're here today.
that's all. That's how we got here. But apparently, like Blake and like Taylor are no longer friends because of that text message. Like,
See, see that being the final like straw for Taylor, but you know that Blake was definitely the kind of girl that always like was like, yeah, I'm friends with Taylor Swift. Yeah, I'm friends with Taylor Swift, even though she's Blake Lively.
well, especially after that like incredible football season.
Oh my God, you know
Yeah,
that probably there was probably a lot of like Taylor just saw a lot of like, oh, we're not doing that here. Like, I like
right.
this guy. We're being chill. You're doing something
Yeah,
else. Like, I could see
yeah.
that thing. I could also see, her just being like, listen, there are certain people in my life that I don't need around.
Right. I also think it was a phase because you never seen them like bestie up like that before until she
But they
fucking
in because there's the whole, songs about their children, where Blake, oh yeah,
I
she
didn't
had,
know that. I don't listen to Taylor Swift, so I don't know
oh
about
girl, then
I don't know about that lore. I just know it's fucking
oh,
weird.
then you don't understand that they are quite good friends. Like them
Oh
no
wow.
friends is not normal.
Okay. What I want to know is did Taylor reply to the text message? Oh no, wait, just kidding. Sorry. Blake told Baldoni, which why are you texting someone you're suing? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was before the original because remember the when they shut down,
Yes,
some of
yes, yes.
things came up. Ugh.
Right. Well, like Taylor, like I said, is rarely like addresses drama publicly. She, no interviews, no press junkets, no messy like Instagram lives. Like she's not Selena Gomez.
Yeah,
That's
I
like,
think
so
it's
she uses a
for
lot of reps and carefully words any statement she makes. You know what I mean? And she stayed silent through major controversies like the whole Kanye thing,
yeah.
Maddie, carbon emissions with the Taylor spending,
Mm. But
house
all of
100 net
later different.
Army.
Right now, she has no choice to talk or but to talk if she's
Right.
required to talk.
Well, and then with like the whole also like the war in Gaza, people were expecting her to speak up. Like
Those,
and yeah,
those,
there's just a lot of things that other celebrities spoke up on that she didn't that I know that people were like, "You have an opinion at all?"
mm,
Like, you don't have to be right, just, like, have a fucking opinion, like, not everybody has to agree with you, just, like, say something. You know what I mean? But I don't know, the silence adds to her, like, larger than life, untouchable, iconic image, you know what I mean? It's like It's almost like Blake knew that, and she's like, yeah, she's using it as a power trip.
Yes, and so let's all remember why we're here. Everybody's gonna
Mhm,
get back on Justin, and I don't know, maybe
mhm.
an apologist, but
Yeah, I mean, is it what do you think? Do you think her staying silent is a smart move, or does it just make her look like a little too, like, powerful and, like, press controlled?
I
Like, I
think
personally think she's a
I
robot.
could easily just come on and say, "Hey, listen,
Right.
in regards to this text," like she could just come on, "Hey, in regards to that message, yeah, we're friends," and maybe she, can get a little whatever sometimes, but no comment on, you
Yeah.
know, I had nothing to do with the production. I didn't
Right.
never seen him face to face. You could easily say all of that. Or anytime I interacted with him personally, I was gracious towards him or I was good. Comment
Mhm.
self. And the fact that no one's saying anything to me, but I understand why would you break your silence on this? Because then it becomes bigger for her. All of this is wrapped up in fanfare, and if we would just shut up about it every single time something would come out,
Yeah.
then it might actually move along to where we could get answers. But I'm not
Exactly.
talking about us shut up. I'm talking about the people that are,
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
we need to talk about this.
100% agree. 100% agree. Well, she's also friends with Sabrina Carpenter,
Taylor.
Taylor, yes, who just turned 26, and this is so funny. I'm just gonna throw this in here. I don't know if you saw her birthday post on Instagram. No? Yes, no? Well, the caption said 26 years of jokes not landing.
Oh,
Did you see this?
yes, I saw that caption, but I didn't see the post.
So the original caption was okay, so she has 47 million followers on Instagram, okay? Her caption was, "All I want for my birthday is 50 million followers." And it was like a lore. It was alluding to when she was literally a child and posting on Twitter when Twitter was still Twitter and she was on. Wait, let's not forget Sabrina Carpenter came from Disney. She is a child actor. She is on Girl Meets World
Yes.
and she was literally like 11. And she got into Twitter and like people, people do the fans do their research. So they went back on Twitter, which is like she still posts on there as and it's confirmed. Like these tweets are still out there of her asking for followers when she's like a literal
Like
child.
we all did. We said follow for follow.
Yes, yes. And there's one where she's like, I have a 984. Can we get to 1,000 before the end of the day? Like, not Sabrina Carpenter begging for 1,000 followers like 10
Yeah.
years ago.
No, I saw and then the caption was the joke of, you guys don't get my reference.
Yes,
Okay.
and she was made to change it because she got so much hate. Because everybody was like, so I love when people are like, "Oh, I'm a fan," but like, you're not a. So here's what I think: her fans are like her same age or younger, so they weren't around or they weren't on Twitter to get the lore. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
A lot of the younger ones either won't get the lore or enough people, like there's just a certain type of online chronically online know your fan base, and she's realizing though that she's becoming
Yeah,
more famous than that. To where now she has more than just her loyal, they get it, they've been here from the beginning. Like
right,
she's getting to be too famous to where she can't make jokes like that on too public of a thing. You can make jokes like that for certain like throwaways, but
yeah,
making it your caption ain't gonna work anymore, apparently. You're gonna have to go, like, corporate status where you have to, like,
right.
now you have to think about all of the millions of ways that this could be taken wrong because now you are a public figure.
And
Boo.
she's getting to like Taylor Swift status.
Oh, absolutely.
And then which I hope this doesn't happen to her because I there's I personally like her as a celebrity. There's not I mean a lot of her songs I like her popular songs, you know what I mean, but I'm not like in line at Target to buy an album as soon as it comes out, you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
but I like her personality like when she was on SNL,
Yeah.
her Christmas special. I just love her like I don't give a fuck attitude. And I hope that and, like, she's just funny, and I hope that doesn't go away the more famous she gets. Yeah, she's gonna get backlash, but I think she will handle it a lot better than, like, Taylor Swift.
I think so too, and I think that she can use a lot of her own experience and let like she has Taylor Swift as a mentor. So
Not her. What if she like sends a text that was like, "Let me stick Taylor Swift on you."
I have dragons.
My dragons,
I
stop.
have
What?
Lucy. Oh my god, that's so cringy.
I know. It's just like, ugh. Every time I hear about it, I'm just like, stop it. Like, what adult female calls their friends that unless you are literally psychotic? Anyway, I need a refill, so let's take a quick break.
Real break.
Oh, break. Let me get my bearings about me. I told you that we were gonna scrap some parts of the topics, but I didn't tell you what we were replacing them with. So I found my segue and just
Keep going. You know that's how I'm
yeah,
going.
yeah.
I will just comment.
Yeah. No, that's why like you have a comment for everything, and even if you don't know what I'm talking about. Which,
Some
like, yeah, I mean, past co-hosts were just like, what?
no, or I'll be like,
Okay, I was like, no, we need the
more.
ranting, okay?
I want to know more.
Yeah,
If I don't know about it,
right. What time are we at?
about 30, 40.
Okay.
I think you the
Reality.
yeah, and then
We begin to the reality TV stuff and then the reading list. Yep.
let's not do a Love Hotel. What I'll do is I'll do a longer Love Hotel with a Valley recap next week. Because there'll be 4 episodes of Love Hotel and you can binge that and then get the last 4.
Got it. Okay. What? Talked about that. We talked about that. We're not talking about Saucy. We are Rip Sharoni.
Yes, let's talk about Roni, which will lead us into Summer House. Which I
Yeah.
have questions about Summer House. Yeah, we need to talk about Summer House. So let's do that. Roni and Summer House.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
You ready?
Did you know Kim Crawford makes a rosé?
What? Crawford. Crawford who?
Kim Crawford. Did you also know Kim Crawford's a man? Stop it. Okay, you have to go listen to it. I think it was about a year ago. I had my friend Izzy on the podcast, and we went through like 3 bottles of Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc, and we were wasted, okay? To the point where we were like, who's Kim Crawford? Let's look it up. We were like, this bitch makes good wine, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, who even is Kim Crawford? And then we look it up, and it's a fucking man.
Right.
And then actually, that was probably one of our most listened that year because then we just start freaking out. We're like, no fucking way. No way. Like,
That is hilarious.
yep. She also broke one of my wine glasses that night. It was a school night. It was a Tuesday. I'm both had to be in the office the next morning.
I'm the clumsy girl.
Yep. Anyway, okay. Let's move to some reality TV. My favorite housewife franchise, Real Housewives of New York, Brownie, is dead. They're not coming back. It just got so bad in the end.
They really, really should have just cut it off
When it was good, it should have gone out hot. You know?
And you know what? Andy knew that. Andy knew what he shouldn't have done, and he did it anyways. He was
Andy.
bad, and you know what? I bet that's why he's like. If you don't know, Andy's kind of going off the rails right now.
Oh, really?
I know, and I honestly,
In his recent Watch What Happens Live.
I attribute the fall of Roni. You can see it the minute that the
Yep.
the sundowners started to begin on those ladies.
Yep.
It
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't know what to do because these ladies they know what to do, and I can't train the new generation like these ladies.
That's really what it is. You're right about that. The new housewives coming in are already like media trained and set in their ways, and like you can't groom's a bad word. You can't like
You can't get a rise out of them and send them off like you could Louis
right.
and Ellis.
Yes, and that just makes boring TV.
Correct. And no one has the history and lore of Sonia Morgan. You
Yes.
know, no one wants to get into
Um,
their deep, crazy lore. Like, Carol Radswell was a literal fucking princess.
yes.
You
Yes.
know, and they thought that an influencer from Brooklyn was gonna be enough. It wasn't.
Well, and just like half of them, okay. And this is gonna sound bad. And people are gonna be like, well, like they can be a housewife and like not have a husband. No. Like
Well,
that
the housewives
episode, but like it's literally called a housewife. You're not supposed to have a job. Like I want to see you going to brunch and fighting with your other housewife friends.
yes, I don't want to see work montages. That is why it shouldn't have been a new housewives. They really should have just
It should have
it.
rebranded as something else.
Yes, they should have cut housewives where it was, or they should have moved it out to the Hamptons and gotten Hamptons ladies, which, oh gosh, I could talk about. I'm so mad that we like Rahoni Legacy was perfect. It was what it needed to be. Now we're getting Luann on a couple other shows. Sonia and Luann when they went to Crappie Lake right here in
Yeah.
LA. Girl,
Mhm.
on a field trip. We'll show everybody Crappie Lake.
I still like okay, Real Housewives of New Jersey though is still going strong. Her daughter. Oh my god, I'm saying her because we all know who we're fucking talking about. Her
No,
daughters are gonna be like the next generation of housewives, you know,
they're
because they're already on TV
Gia's on
so
the
much.
show. Gia's on the new show.
She is.
Gia's on the new New York show.
I'm excited. I love that family. They're so funny.
Oh my gosh, but I'm a Manzo girly.
mm,
I miss
that's just
that family.
that's just like a real life like Sopranos.
Like, if I ever really want to feel like I'm at home, like I'm sick and I want someone to take care of me, I turn on seasons like 1, 2, 3, 4 of Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yes.
But you know what? I also used to do that with seasons like 2, 3, 4 of Rahoni. Like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
Island. Whenever I wanted to feel sane, I watched the episode Scary Island. Where it's like where Bethany's screaming at Kelly, go to sleep.
Yeah. Iconic. I fucking iconic. Anyway, so Rip Cerrone. The internet is now going crazy because Summer House is coming to an end. They think the Summer House girlies should be the new Roni. Thought.
I'm in love with this, but here's the thing: we don't need to hear the new Roni. Let's take Roni out of the question. What we need
Yes.
is
A new show. It can be about women in New York, but let's not label it Real Housewives franchise because it's not.
yes, Housewives needs to be kept as these are actual women with children, with history, usually a family, if they're divorced, whatever, but they are still maintaining housewife status. They are rich. No more poor housewives. No more housewives of the people. I want
More housewives. Stop it. That's so true though. Like I don't want to watch somebody who's like makes nearly the same amount as me.
wait. I don't want to see a housewife making under like 3, 4 mil.
Right. Actually,
Like,
I want to see a housewife doing like a side thing because she's bored using her
like,
husband's
you
money.
know, her business that she doesn't really do. She just shows up, takes pictures for.
Lisa Vanderpump. Like perfect housewife. That's what you need on a housewife show.
Yes, agreed.
So what the internet is saying, and there's like, you know, both sides, everybody's like, well, they're not housewives. We just need a new show with them during the fall since they're, you know, they're in Summer House. Paige did say that she was not interested and that she reportedly said she's isn't interested because she has like so much going on.
Well, see, here's the thing. What they need is not a show where they have to go and do it. She is used to a go and do it show. Winter
Right.
House is that way. Summer House is that way. She's used to a go and do it.
She needs a start and a stop.
They need people that can just follow them around.
Lindsay and Amanda.
So here's my thing. I need something where it's like Bravo alone. And I need 1 to 2 episodes a season of like the people that I want to see more of on Bravo, but they're not willing to commit to a whole show.
Yes.
Like I want to see a
Gabby.
of like Ariana. You know, she's not going to be back on Bravo. So I want an update on Ariana, like MTV Cribs style. I want an
I
up,
would not update on Ariana. Honestly, she could. Well,
I
it's
want
not
to see their
Sonia.
real life. I want to see,
That's true. That's true.
I want to see Sonia Morgan. I want to see, the Manzos. I want to see, there's so many retired housewives, one season
Yes.
housewives, or like people that were on a show. And you're always thinking like, oh, I really liked them on that one season of Summer House, but then they never came back. I would love an update on it.
Right. Well, that's kind of how I feel about Gabby.
Yeah. And like Gabby would do
Like,
this.
they're like every other weekend, or like sometimes like not even at all.
Right. Well, because one, she's very interesting. Unfortunately, she's just not an in the drama kind of girl, but she's
It's drama, and she's like, I'm out.
but her existence is so interesting. So she would do
Right.
with it a kind of show where they just follow her around, you know.
All right. So let's build our perfect cast. If we're using the Summer House girlies, Lindsay Hubbard is a must.
Well, unfortunately, I would have said Lindsay Hubbard go to Rahoney if Rahoney was happening.
Right. But since it's dead, it's obviously not happening. So she should be the main character. I should really follow Lindsay around and then have like Amanda and Gabby. I don't know about Danielle. The internet is very torn on Danielle. I don't like Danielle.
I understand she's one of those interesting things. So I totally think that Lindsay Hubbard could hold up a show on her own, absolutely on her own.
For sure.
I also think that Paige DeSorbo could hold up a show absolutely on her own with nobody else. Do I think though that there is a show that could exist outside of Summer House as it is right now, where those two ladies are on the same show? No, because it does.
Right.
Those two ladies are in completely different phases of life. And if it wasn't for Summer House, they would not be in each other's lives naturally, organically, to where a show could
Right.
follow both of them. So it is only reasonable that what we do is we give Lindsay her own show,
Mm-hmm.
default, and that her show is like either oh my God, I'm brilliant. Oh my God, Heather, I just came up with a
Did you just have a revelation, a reality revelation?
Lindsay needs to reopen Hub House,
Yes.
be
Oh my
the head
God.
of Hub House, and it's going to be like Lisa Vanderpump style, where they
Yes.
people
That's what I was thinking. It's giving, yes. And we'll have
like
a new
on
Vanderpump.
set,
Yes.
and she is Jason. She's the twins. Like she's the main person. They follow her family. You'll see like her
Right.
mother and her being a boss bitch, but she doesn't really have to work. It's like I'm doing this for you,
Right.
so don't fuck it up.
And I love how she monetizes everything, even her pregnancy. I just saw an ad with her and her new baby.
Her Hub House PR could literally just be for PR for herself. And I would
I would love to watch a show like that. And we don't have to get rid of the other Summer House girlies. They could make guest appearances. You know what I mean?
show though naturally out of
Right.
Paige, Amanda, and Sierra. Those three right there are natural friends, would actually be friends with each other no matter what. You could
Right.
in two more natural friends, honestly, bringing Hannah
Hannah
Burn
Burner.
never would. She never would. But we
Boom.
can in a one, they have friends that always show up to these parties. They have friends that they have in common. They just don't show up on the show. I wouldn't know how that feels if my best friend had a show and I didn't appear in it. Shoot me. There's something wrong with me.
Right. I'm not funny without my friends.
But they could totally bring in even just one more girl, have a 4-person main cast of these girls,
Yes.
and it's like modern day Friends, except for girls that we already like.
Okay. Lindsay Hubbard.
No,
Sierra.
Lindsay's got her own show. She's over here.
Oh, Lindsay has her own show over here.
So we've got Amanda, we've got Paige, we've got Sierra. And here's the thing, we need a 4th girl. We need to pull a girl. We need to pull one of the no, not one of the housewives. I
Oh,
wonder.
what about Hannah? Since she got kicked off Summer House for
She will not get back on Bravo.
You-
That is my dream cast. My dream cast is bringing Hannah back.
also Hannah's been kind of awkward on camera these days. If she's not doing stand up, it's not landing.
Is there someone in the New York is there an influencer, New York influencer that we love that we could pull in
What if they put
for
Lexi in there? I know she's young, but what if they like mentored her? What if that's what the show was? I
she's
don't know.
not natural enough. She's not there. We need a girl in her we need a girl in her early 30s, like, 31, 32. That's like in the same vibe as them. It's like, we don't know if we want kids. We're kind of playing it. She's married. We need someone that's like a married girl that's friends with Amanda.
Right, because Sierra and Paige are single,
We need a married girl that's friends with Amanda.
and
And
Amanda is like, so she can, they have that like married life connection.
yes,
Yeah.
and he introduces, Amanda's the one that kind of brings her into the group, and that makes the four like ladies, and they could like always come together and be talking about, the differences in friendships whenever you're married, people that have kids. Like, oh my god, we could see so
Right.
much.
I have an idea. I have an idea. And I know this would never happen, but this would be a great fucking show. So them three plus Claudia from the Toast
Oh,
without Jackie.
we would never get
Well,
that.
Jackie's pregnant now.
Yes.
We all knew that. We all knew it. We're just saying. But so now I think like I know part of this podcast was, influenced by the Toast a little bit, you know what I mean? But so obviously I listened, but there's just so much tension between the sisters now that I kind of wish that Claudia had her own thing.
I could see that this would be a really good time, and that's the thing. Her Claudia having this doesn't mean that Jackie doesn't appear. Jackie's still just an
But
answer.
they still do the Toast. Paige still does Giggly Squad,
And it'd be like how Hannah would appear on things. That's
Mhm.
how Jackie would appear on things. But I think that's actually a really smart
She doesn't live in New York, but you know who would be great? Fucking Shannon Ford. That is a fucking housewife. Actually, she should be on Housewives of Nashville. They should do a Housewives of Nashville.
You know what? And we don't have enough time for it tonight, but damn, we need to talk about we need to do our research into the new Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
that's
giving me that's the Hamptons, like that's the Roni Hamptons version that I needed. Yes, I'm a stan of that. We need to, yes, podcast for another time.
A t-shirt. That's a podcast for another time.
Podcast for another time. Discussion for another time. Not us already making merch. But okay, so final thoughts on Summer House Roni Bravo verse.
I think the Summer House will be coming to a close, and they should make it into a little more like Southern Hospitality. We should make it into kind of something that like has a more revolving cast. People come in and out.
Right.
But the Summer House that we know and love should not be. We're not going to get it. Like, I don't want to see Lindsay with
a fucking baby.
Like a 8-month-old. I don't want to see that because I don't want Lindsay to have to deal with that. And I feel like Amanda and Kyle are above this. Like, enabling Kyle's not good. I feel like Paige is ready to not have to sign up for her weekends to be in the Hamptons.
Exactly. She was having panic attacks last summer when she was doing the tour and filming Summer House and like going through her down like
this cast deserves a follow along, not a report show. They have a report. They deserve a follow along.
They're cute. I was rewatching Summer House because I know I get that feeling it's about to end, and I'm like, the good old days. So I'm like on season 3, 4, whatever Paige is
work
gonna
this circus, work
it. Yeah.
So bring back the Circus Circus. Put them on the show.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they were so fucking annoying though. But they were good. They made good TV. They made good TV. Anyway, yeah, we could talk about them later. Yes, put them on Housewives of LA. Anyway, yeah, what are they doing? What are the work
back to New York? Put them on a show with Lindsay.
Yes, like what were they? Yeah, because they were friends anyway. Like what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, we need to.
Anyway, speaking of reality TV people with kids, The Valley.
See, and this
we're doing a recap or no?
This is where we're at. Unfortunately, we're getting into weird fillery. We're hearing the same shit over and over again. Jax is in rehab and it's not good. We know that it's not good. And so we're seeing that it's not good. And then we're seeing everyone else just like fight about it. So,
Mhm.
and we're not seeing any movement. Unfortunately, this is what happens when grown folks fight. There's a lot. I
Yes.
promise you,
Nobody likes it.
nobody likes to forgive. People are more set and like, no, this is, and they have more pride. Whereas like a 20-year-old will say, I'm sorry. 40-year-olds do not say, I'm sorry.
Or they're just like above the drama. It's like that's when it gets boring too, because if you get to a certain point where you're like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. I don't care if I'm on TV, I'm just not doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I can tell Nia's gonna fight later on in the season, but I really am annoyed at all of this lead up. I'm annoyed at how long it's taking us to get to where I want to get to. I'm aware that Kristen's pregnant right now. I want to see it. I'm aware that, that Jax doesn't go through the whole trial. I want to see it. Like, so I need this filler episode stuff to end, and that's why I have really nothing to report.
well, and I mean, that's why I never started it. One, because I already knew everything. Like, you know what I mean? And two, it's just okay, but if Kristen Doty to New York and have her on the show with
No, Jodie needs to move to Colorado with her beautiful,
man's yes.
wonderful man, and then they need to start their own. Like she deserves her own like hippie commune show.
Maybe she could
So
be
she
on
could be
maybe
put
she
on.
can
She could
convert
be put on Bravo alums.
or
She
maybe
Bravo
she can
alums.
convert to Mormonism and go on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is honestly my new house.
I
Like,
can't wait for it to come out. We'll have to recap it.
well, we're gonna recap that, but I think I'm out of words.
I think I'm out of words, and I think we've said a lot of words.
We've said a lot of words. We've talked about everything that's. We're getting to that point of the year. All the award shows are over. The celebrities are either like filming things that are gonna come out in the fall, or they're going on their vacations to Italy. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be a couple
It's less
boring
about
months.
celebrities, more about us now.
Yeah, it's gonna be more like pulling topics out of our ass, but I promise if we
We can talk about ourselves. Don't.
we'll talk about ourselves, and it'll probably be a lot of astrology.
We love.
But let's do a quick bonus, which you'll have to subscribe. No, just kidding. I mean, we'll do a free little bonus, but I mean, if we get famous, you're all gonna have to
We're
pay for the
givers. Remember that whenever we ask for sponsorships
right,
and we ask,
right.
you're like,
Anyway,
we're
but for right, but for this part of Delusional Bitch Juice, thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great week. Like, subscribe, follow. Our TikTok is actually getting a lot of volume. We have 1,000 views on our clip of us talking about Jack Sailor. So I know. Oh, I was like, what? And in one day. I know 1,000 views is like probably not a lot. I mean, we still have like 5 followers, but
look, we're good.
anyway, thank you so much for listening, and stick around and hit play on the next one for this bonus episode.